Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Art of Creation Homestead. My name is Jason, and we're here in Southwest Ohio on a warm fall day. And we're almost to Thanksgiving, and we're kind of at this point, honestly, we're at this point in the season of the year where, yes, you're getting ready for holidays and Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that junk, right? Well, I can't say junk, that's not right. But we're getting ready for everything. But we've been holding on for dear life to our growing season, as we've documented. And I start to analyze everything I've done in the past year at this point in time, just being real with you. I'm like, okay, do I do this right? Did I do that right? Did we grow this the right manner? Did we grow the right vegetables? Did we plant the right seeds? Did we grow too many of this, not enough of that? I do everything, and that's who I am. That's what I'm always gonna do. Angela tells me, hey, stop it, quit thinking so much about it, Jason. And I'm like, you don't get it. This is what I do. I overanalyze everything, and I'm going to continue to do so because I'm like an efficiency type person where I want to make sure I'm doing everything the most efficient way possible, and that I haven't left any stone unturned, that I did everything the best way possible, which, by the way, you can never do exactly right. So that's the war within me, and I have fun. I'm not the only one. For instance, like, we've planted these peas, okay, and they don't look right because of the covers behind them, but like, we planted them and just want to see what happens, and they've done well. But the analytical side, by the way, this is one variety here, these 3 grow bags, and then I have a different variety for these 3 grow bags, so that we can analyze what's going on. And they are growing, as you see. There's this. And they gotta, obviously, they still need to do some growing, but there's some pods forming, or some peas forming inside the pod. And there's several of those like that. So they're growing well, but I did 2 varieties so I could compare and analyze, right? And figure out what we want to do next year. Hey, do we want to do this differently? They're in grow bags, by the way, and hey, do I want to keep growing in grow bags? Which, the reality is, we're probably doing more containers in the future. We have an in-ground garden, and the in-ground garden always does well. But more containers is probably in our future. And this in-ground garden has done well. It's done awesome. And we're always going to do a form of in-ground gardening. That's not going to stop. We're going to do in-ground gardening. We're going to have raised beds. We're going to do containers. We're going to do all that stuff. But like, this in-ground garden is wonderful, and we're working on building more soil, better soil, like I should say, which is, I've done a video on that recently. So we're working on that. We're going to keep working on that. We're not going to stop doing that. But the flexibility that containers provide is probably also something that we've got to really seriously consider. If you've watched us very much or followed us very much at all, then you know that here in our small space, because we have a half-acre lot, and we only use the backyard of our half-acre and only a portion of that. So if we have a half-acre, then we use the back portion, so it's a quarter acre. Then we use less than half of that quarter acre, to be honest with you, okay? So we do all this food growing in a very small space relatively for what we produce and what we plant. And that's precisely why that we use so many different methods, in-ground containers, grow bags, raised beds, everything. If we can do it in some manner, we're going to do it. And one of the best things, honestly, for us to do a lot of that flexibility thing has been Greenstalk. This is our 5-tier Greenstalk. It's got a frost cover on it to keep it good from frost. And you see in here, really nice lettuce growing. I mean, beautiful lettuce is growing in here. Look at that. So this frost cover here, it's enabled us to lengthen our growing season, and it's really done well. So that's why we use Greenstalk so much, is that the flexibility that it provides, the lengthening of your growing season that it provides. Because we could plant cool weather stuff in there early in the year, put the frost cover on it, it does insulate in there so much. You get a lot of sun in there, it keeps it warmer, helps the seeds germinate if it's cooler outside, keeps it from freezing too much. If it's just if it's 25 or so, everything under there is gonna be good. Honestly, everything under there is gonna be good. Now, once you get down below 20, it's gonna be tough no matter what. But that really does lengthen your growing season so much. And we actually have another one on a 3-tier Greenstalk with some kale in there, but just because I only put the kale in the 3-tier, so that's what we had. But I rigged it up to do that. But it does so well. Like, all these methods do so well and provides so much flexibility that, and honestly, like I can move them around to get more sun somewhere else or whatever, keep it out of the way. That the in-ground garden will always be there, but it may, and as I get older, I mean, look, I'm only 42, so we're not old, but like, we gotta start thinking about the future and like, okay, what are we wanting to do moving forward? It's probably gonna be more containers. Like I said, I'm always analyzing. So like, I'm really upset that I didn't plant more Greenstalks. Like we have a Greenstalk here that's sitting empty, and I'm very, very frustrated that I didn't plant it. But you don't have to plant everything. It's okay, right? I'm frustrated that I didn't plant carrots in a grow bag like I normally do in like August to let them go, because here we are middle of November and they would have been doing great. I mean, we're wonderful right now. Now I do want to tell you that these Greenstalks are going to be on a massive sale starting November 20th. Okay, they're letting us tell you early because it's Black Friday. It's the Black Friday sale. Starting November 20th, you're going to get the best price on a Greenstalk that you're ever going to see. Never going to get a cheaper price than what you're going to get on this Black Friday sale. So starting November 20th, 2023 through November 27th, 2023, you're going to have the Inventor's Bundle, which is a hybrid of just the 5-tier and like I say, you have some leaf tiers and some original tiers, so different levels. It's going to be on sale for a big, massive price, or beautiful, amazing price. Okay, like best price you're ever going to see. It's insane. That's the best way to get started with the Greenstalk, is the Inventor's Bundle. But also the original 5-tier, like you've seen that I've used in here, that's going to be on sale for the best price you're ever going to see. So all the colors, everything's going to be ready to go. Best price you'll ever see. You can use our code, that's link in our code that's in the description. Our promo code's ART10, ART10. Get $10 off of $75 or more, which is going to be even better. So if you know of somebody that wants to get started, or that loves to grow their own food, or you're looking to get started growing your own food, limited space, want to grow, you know, amazing herbs and greens, or even tomatoes and peppers and those things, right? You can do whatever. You can grow anything in those. Amazing gift for somebody for Christmas. Amazing gift for yourself for Christmas. But there's massive sales starting then, so don't forget that. Don't forget that. But they provided such a amazing way for us to be flexible in what we're growing. We bought these resin raised beds, like patio planters, before we ever got involved with Greenstalk, and I paid more for them than I would pay for a Greenstalk. And Greenstalk is better. It's like these things right here. They look nice. They look okay, right? They're on these legs. These legs are weak. They're supposed to be self-watering. They're not really. And I bought it from Amazon. Go figure. Weeds are growing in it, but these are radishes that we planted, or radishes and some kohlrabi. And they grow fine, but a Greenstalk's better. Like a Greenstalk is cheaper. It uses less space. It has more growing space than that does. So like if you're looking for growing on your patio, or in some certain areas around your yard, you want to use a raised bed, or like a raised bed resin planter like that, a Greenstalk's cheaper and it's better. So there's that. Okay, but I'm always analyzing what we're doing. So like this year, I actually planted some garlic in some grow bags, because we're going to start using more containers, and the garlic's doing really well. It looks so good, and I think we're going to have some really great garlic in here. Now the downside of that is I'm using 2 grow bags for that I would normally have something else for in the spring. So those grow bags are going to be tied up until July. So I might need to buy some more containers, grow bags and Greenstalks both. But like, they're going to provide so much more flexibility. We have this section here in our yard that used to be an above ground swimming pool that we put all of our containers in. So we have space to use here. We have space over here on the side of the yard. We used to have a strawberry patch in that we didn't plant very well when we first moved here, and so we just didn't do it right. I've tore it up now, and we're going to have a better space over there to plant in, and it's probably going to be for some Greenstalks or some grow bags. I mean, just being real with you, it's just going to work out better that way. And you can basically, by using containers like a Greenstalk or like grow bags, you can place gardens around your yard. Like I can put some over here, some back here, some down here, some over there. Put them anywhere according to what you're planting, how much sun it needs, what's the most level spot of your yard. where's the best place out of your way. It's going to work better to do containers for us than it is anything else. And like, we cut our teeth. We learned how to grow food first in containers, and we started getting away from that a little bit. And I was talking to Angela. I said, well, this is what we do. It's just simply who we are and what we do. In-ground is great and traditional styles are great, but it's not the only way. Like, we've even started putting these bushes in grow bags here. This is a blueberry bush. You can't really see it because all the leaves are gone for the most part for the year. That blueberry bush in a grow bag. We got 3 of those grow bags out. They actually have a blueberry bush in them because it provided us flexibility. I didn't have to have it in the ground. I can move it around to suit our needs for where we need it at. And if we happen to go to another place, I don't lose it, right? I can take it with me because it's in a container that moves. So those are the types of things we're thinking about all the time, is like what provides us the most flexibility without losing our investment while keeping things growing well. And that's what we're looking at more and more. So here we are analyzing everything in November for how we're going to do things in April and May and June and July next year. But it is the time of year to start doing that. So I challenge you to start doing that. Think about what you're doing. Give it a try. And then, because honestly, if you need to buy supplies, it's going to be cheaper to do that right now. So as Angela's standing in the window dancing like a little crackhead, I love her to death. She's cooking supper, but I'm done here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. My name is Jason. This is Art of Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.